Welcome, replay viewers, and good evening, fellow hamsters. And seconds in, a wing falls. Look at that. Oh my god. Really? Really? Which one? Oh no. My stained glass one. Now look. You guys are so precariously balanced here. And all I did was relax. All right, come on. Come on, my wingating. Let me see if I can get this to balance back again. I see what I did now. I leaned on the item that was holding it up. Uh, don't breathe. Don't breathe. No breathing. No breathing. She says as she takes a sigh, which technically is breathing. That's not the same spot it was. Okay. And then now I see why I leaned back. So I could get out of. Oh, I didn't. Hi, Jedi Sensei. And hello, knowledge. I didn't even do my hashtags or anything. Ah! Oh, the horror! The horror! All right, hang on. Oh, geez, IATSE is a hashtag right now? Do we have to talk about that? Let's not. Love and life I always put in, and prop maker, and fundraiser, and remember me, which I think should be a hashtag for a lot of things, and creative, and I would put in love. I would put in life. Um, um, I'm sure there's a fairy. I put in monarch. Butterfly. All right. I'm gonna put save right now and just come back to the comments because I don't know if you guys are there or not. Pretty butterfly things. Thank it wings. Thank you, Norma. Norma. Hi, Norma. Oh my God, I haven't talked to you in so long. How's it going, sweetheart? Yeah, the whole monarch thing has become a thing for Martin. Well, you remember the Maeve wings right now are tucked behind a cabinet. I got to find a better way to store all these wings. Um, but it seems Martin and I have become very wing obsessed, and we've just been winging it. I haven't heard from Hathor's new daddy, and I'm not going to think about it. Okay. Um, I know it sounds snarky, but I just no. If he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I had an overwhelming cry on the way home that night, and it wasn't just Hathor; it was a lot of things. So we're good. We're today. It's still weird being here and her not being underfoot, but the sooner the boys get back here, I'm in the corner right now of the sewing room because it seemed the most sensible place to be, even though it's still a disaster. I'm working on the living room, so I couldn't really be out there. Um, I haven't touched the other room, and tomorrow's going to be a marathon. And Katie, I hope by Sunday we can have a games night or afternoon or whatever. Yeah, it's good. You know, she's living with an investment banker now. She's with a man that has money who can treat her right, buy her all the fancy things. I wouldn't be surprised if in a day or two he's got her in like a rhinestone studded collar and some big royal bed with fancy trim and yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Right now we're gonna focus on monarchs. I'm out with sis and brother-in-law tomorrow. Nice. Nice. We'll have a good time. And oh, I just realized I rested the wings upside down. No. Oh no, they're the right way up. Christina, the camera is backwards, not upside down. Yes, I'm having one of those days. I have breathed in so much dust and crap today and gone through a whole bunch of things to make space, and I've managed to clear up some shelf space so things can actually go away now. And it's still overwhelming. By Sunday, I will either need a stiff drink or something. So yes, so this is another opportunity for people to do the donation. Remember, $5 per name for the Remember Me. But I wanted to get on here because we keep talking about these things, but I haven't shown you some of the videos that inspired me last year. And I'm going to take some time. And I'm really warm and flushed in here, probably because I haven't opened the window because it's chilly and I'm trying not to turn on the heat because everything I'm sorting is on top of the heat vents. It kind of defeats the purpose to turn on the heat if everything's on top of the heat vents. So it's much cooler out in the living room, but not here. Um, yes, the round part of the wings are on the bottom. This one's upside down. I still can't remember if it's the male that has the little dot or the female that has the little dot. Actually, all of these have got the little dot. I think the little dot is a female, isn't it? Oh God, why does I keep forgetting? It's one little fact about monarchs. Monarchs, wing, dot, spine, male, female. Let's see if I can find it on the net again. Images for monarch wing, dot, spine, male, female. Oh, there actually are a lot of results. Aha! Oh, the male's the one with the dot. Okay. So I have to make Martin a pair of wings that's got the little dot on it. So here, let me have this dominate the screen here. Open image, new tab, thing, quest. Here. Yeah, male has the dot. My brain I think keeps trying to think the female has the dot because um, you think egg sac, right? But no, apparently it's not that way. So there you go. So that's the only visible difference. And of course, monarchs are not super huge. Well, they're big, but they're not super, super massive. Like, I mean, the one clipped to my hat right now is about the size of a monarch. Right. So, they're not massively huge. And so I guess you got to get one that stays still. But if you look at these, um, I guess they were printed off an actual design or something. But you can see a little dot. Someone actually made an effort. You can see a little dot. So that makes all of these male. I have male monarchs all over my body on my outfit. When I'm wearing my outfit, thing, quest, right. Okay. So there we go. Um, I wish these clips could turn around because my butterfly is looking down. Um, yeah, as long as it keeps holding on. Hold on, little butterfly. You'll be just fine. But yes, so there you go. The little dot makes it male. So I should design these wings with one version with little dots on them. But I am loving this and the opportunity, and I don't remember the amount that we mathematically figured out last time because I haven't double checked. It was 109, I believe. If we can get to 120, and if Pablo or anyone else is around, um, I don't remember if they're on air at this time. I don't remember what time Haps goes to air for their um, broadcast of the week. Did anyone submit us? Because I know some of you were talking about it. I'm gonna use the app, Haps app. It's so fun to say that, Haps app. Red rum. Tony D has posted a video called Just Sigh. Sigh, Tony. He sighs a lot. Oh, I missed it. Wow, 340 comments. You guys are great. So I have to look at this later. Um, I don't see our name in there anywhere. So yeah, we've been kind of lazy on the themes because it's been pretty crazy and insane and everything. Oh, Pablo reacted. Woohoo! Thank you, Pablo. Now, where are you, mister? Are you there? Tend to be more colorful in certain animal or insect species. I noticed that, but I'm not sure a black dot is considered colorful, if y'all know what I mean. Um, right, we were playing Spanish music last time, weren't we? So we should do that again. As I drop my phone, that's okay. There's no cat to steal it. I would not put it past Baxter. But the idea is if we get enough money, we contribute to the WWF fund and we get the adoption packages and the adoption package. If we can make it to 120, I can get two packages. At 60, I can only get the one, but we'll have a draw for that one. And whoever wins that one this time will get the package sent to them. So distinctive and or different markings. Well, yeah, except so what's wrong with the human race? I mean, why males don't have anything really distinctive, do they? Or am I just not paying attention? Yeah, I wouldn't put it past me. I know, I shouldn't be rude on that front, but it's right there. And Jedi Senshi is giving me plenty of material. So last broadcast, we determined, we determined. Oh, I didn't. No, shh, shush, you silly thing. I didn't invite you all in. I need to invite you all in again, and I didn't. I didn't. I am so sloppy. So we're up to $93.60. We're at $93.60. So let me do all the invites now because it's quite a list. You guys are awesome. Um, but remember, it's $5 per. If anyone comes on here and they've given the $5 already, worth of awards, um, or in sponsorships, it's $5 per person for in order to be brain. Oh my God, I'm gonna do something like meditation. What's meditation? And something just to get my brain to work again. Because that multitasking thing, I miss being able to do that. I can't see you guys right now because I'm doing what I should have done, but I just got completely caught up in finding this place. As in this place in my space in my brain, which I essentially you're already here. Yay! There's Lisa. Uh, Ash. I can't see you guys at the moment, so because I'm going down my list of people who are even partway there. Vince, Mr. Vince Guzman. Is it Guzman or is it Guzman? I think it's Guzman, isn't it? Guz. Beans. We'll just take the easy way out and call him Beans, aka Beans. I mean, that's what he says he is. Red Eye, Red Eye. I know you won't come on, but because you're having a bit of a hate on with Haps here. That's okay. We can figure it out. And yes, if you're giving me names, and if you're giving me names and oh, did I spell something wrong? I did because it woun't say that person doesn't. Oh, I see what I did. Ah! TRUSEEK. What? True Seeker? TRUSEEK. No user found. But TRUSEEKERS. Interesting. All right then. DC, are you out there? DC Hooper. There we go. Jamie, you're probably in bed, but that's okay. I love you anyway. I put you on here. I think you had a little bit of a difference to make, and you were determined to make it. Which I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Hey, you know, I'm gonna invite the other Edward because, you know, just because. Oh my God, I've got a long list here. Apparently that slows everything down, so we may delete people if we don't see them come soon. Captain Kirk, are you out there? Hang on a second, guys. I can't see you because I am typing over top of you, and that makes it kind of hard. Douglas. Douglas. Now, if Douglas doesn't respond, I know what names to put in because I know him enough to do that. And we have some pirate friends who I know he wouldn't mind me putting on the list. So people who I know really well, if you don't respond in time, I'm going to put people on for you, and then I mean, Laura, if you don't get a chance to respond, I will pull the stories from your page. I'll let you know that I'm doing it for your sister because I know you and her were very close. Katrina. Hang on, one more name. One more name. One more name. There we go. Wow. That's wow. Oh wow. Wow. Okay, Jedi Sentry's the only one talking. Where's the rest of you? But that was pretty healthy last time. Um, and Gemma, that's a good idea to ask Caps to see if they'll match. Or I'm hoping that if we go crazy here and we do wind up getting a lot more money than last year when we did this, um, I'm really hoping that Haps can like give me that portion of the money right away, so I don't have to wait to cash in on it because I promised you guys, I really hardball promise you guys that whatever I raise here will go straight to the Monarchs, and because of that, um, I'm hoping to be able to eat. uh, but I really wanted to be a big success this year, and I'm going to show you a couple of the videos that inspired me that Monarch Ultra played. They're not very long. One's like 5 minutes, and the other one's less than a minute. But these are the videos that I first watched over a year ago, and they were on Monarch Ultra's page, and they made me go, "Oh my God, I got to do this." All right, so I'm gonna play those videos and give you guys a chance to come on in and let's talk. Okie dokie.
The butterflies, they go all the way to Mexico. Like, I don't know where to go. If I would go to Mexico, like, how do they get there? It's like a mystery.
After more than 2,000 miles, they've almost reached their winter home. And there's a welcome party waiting to greet them.
Abuelita, vamos a comprar las flores.
Vamos, hija, vamos a comprar muchas.
Vamos a ir al panteón y le vamos a adornar tantito a mi abuelito. Ponemos flores porque atraen a las ánimas. Es por el olor que les gustan.
Okay, so this may just be coincidental, but the arrival of the Monarchs has come at the same time as the Day of the Dead for so long, it's become part of the culture.
Las mariposas significan que son las ánimas. Una mariposa. Cuando veo una mariposa, pienso que es uno de mis abuelitos, o de mis tíos, o de los angelitos.
It's not just butterflies from Iowa that travel here. They're joined by immigrants from across the Midwest and as far north as Canada, all heading for refuge in the forests of central Mexico.
Millones y millones de mariposas vuelan en estas montañas. Nunca han estado en México en su vida. Las mariposas aquí están a salvo durante el invierno.
It's one of the greatest homecomings on Earth. Even though every monarch here has another home far away. Each one started life on a milkweed someplace like Beaconsfield, Iowa.
This footage always.
It's hard to know where these monarchs belong. Iowa, Mexico, on the wing, or all of those. These butterflies show that the Earth has no borders. Everything is interconnected.
Early November is the Day of the Dead festival, El Día de los Muertos. It is the time to honor departed loved ones. In the states of Mexico and Michoacan, monarchs drift through the cemeteries. Folklore embraces them as the returning souls of children. For
I've heard
Catalina,
a few variations.
her
Children
childhood
or
memories
relatives
take
or...
on a new significance. Did the flight of the butterflies point the way?
So those two videos I saw on the Monarch Ultra page last year when we were trying to figure out next with our fairy wings, and it's those two videos and the Monarch Ultra relay race that first caught my attention. And I know the Day of the Dead is November 1st, but November 1st this year is on a Monday. Um, Last year it was really easy to do this on the Sunday, but so we're doing it a week early. But that's okay. What I might do is just replay it, on November 1st. Download a copy and a recording and replay it on November 1st. for those of you who missed it live the week before. I see Desiree in a little box, and I see Edward Lynn in a little box, but I don't see that they've still got the cross out. So I muted you guys. If you can hear me and you're trying to get on, please keep trying, especially Edward. I would love to hear if you have any Day of the Dead stories related to Monarchs, or if any of your clients have asked for that kind of service, or how much of the folklore do you believe in? It's interesting. I've seen places like Jamaica, Africa, Mexico, a lot of these kinds of places where you have the indigenous um, peoples, and then you have the European belief systems and how they've managed to mix them together. When I was down in California, in Los Angeles, one of the oldest cemeteries there, the one that's actually behind the 20th Century Fox Studios, a lot of the outside of the crypts are all Egyptian. Big, huge Isis wings and Osiris symbolization and Thoth and Anubis, and and then you look in through the glass inside, and there's Mary or Jesus at the other end with a cross, and a small stained glass window type thing behind them, and the mix of cultures, because most of those are through the 1920s and some in the early 1930s, and for the time period that was the in style, so they blended a lot of that imagery with their own Christian, Presbyterian, Catholic imagery, and I've always found that very fascinating, how um, deep down inside humans are capable of doing that, and there's nothing wrong with that, and I wish more of us would choose to do that, because I think it's a beautiful thing. And to see the Mexicans believe that the monarchs bring the souls back is just incredible, and it's going to be quite the weekend, quite the ride. I'm thinking of going back out on November 1st. Maybe I can get a photographer to do a photo shoot or something, so we can get back in the wings, and Martin can put on his day of the day makeup, because I haven't seen that in a while on him. And oh, I don't think you guys haven't even seen those pictures, because I haven't used them in a in a slideshow or anything yet. So come on up, the supporters and awards, and remember, for every $5 this month is going to go to the Monarchs. I am going to run one more video, which is the WWF's educational video, to see if Desiree and Edward come back. And yeah, let's show you, because these are the people who we're going to adopt a monarch, hopefully two. And I want you guys to see where the money's going to. This is the educational video. It's a lot shorter than their big preachy one. It's still a little preachy, but what do you want for fundraisers, right? So let me play this video so you can see what's going to be happening. Here we go.
Do you recognize this insect? That's right, it's a monarch butterfly. While monarchs are well known for their vibrant orange wings, they also have one of the most impressive migration patterns observed in nature. Join the flutter and learn all about these remarkable insects. A monarch begins its life as a tiny egg on the underside of a milkweed leaf. Milkweed is the only plant where an adult female monarch will lay its eggs, because it provides food for the baby caterpillars once they emerge. Once laid, an egg will take about 4 days to hatch, producing a small larva, or caterpillar, that will feed on milkweed leaves for up to 2 weeks. The little caterpillar grows significantly during this time, weighing up to 3,000 times what it did as an egg. As it grows, it sheds its skin multiple times, and during its final molting, the caterpillar transforms into a pupa, also known as a chrysalis, which is a sac where the caterpillar develops for 8 to 13 days before finally emerging as a butterfly. Life as a monarch moves fast, since they only live about 4 to 5 weeks. Monarchs migrate south at the end of the summer, using environmental cues to tell them when it's time to go. Some monarchs fly as far as 2,800 miles when migrating, starting their journey in the United States and Canada, where they breed, and traveling all the way down to the forests in central Mexico to hibernate. After up to 5 months of hibernation, They begin the migration back north, traveling an additional 1,000 miles until they reach the south of the United States. This is the only generation of monarchs that live up to 8 months. The next generations of monarchs will again only live 4 to 5 weeks. In 1 year, it takes about 4 to 5 generations of monarch butterflies to complete the full migratory pattern. Think of it as a relay race. As monarchs near the end of their life, they lay their eggs, and when the new monarchs emerge from their chrysalises, they immediately pick up where their ancestors left off amidst the long journey. Monarchs, along with bees, birds, bats, and other insects, play an important role in our ecosystem as pollinators of crops, flowers, trees, and other plants around the world. They carry pollen from one flowering plant to another in order to fertilize it and support its ability to produce seeds and fruit. 35% of the world's food comes from pollinated plants, so we need pollinators to survive. Unfortunately, the grand migration of monarch butterflies is being threatened by the elimination of milkweed and nectar from many plants due to things like agriculture, land development, and use of herbicides and pesticides, the shifting weather conditions caused by climate change, making winters colder and wetter in the forests of central Mexico, and causing hotter, drier summers in the US, and the illegal and unsustainable deforestation of the forests of Mexico, where monarchs hibernate in the winter. But the good news is, WWF is helping to protect monarchs and their habitats. WWF works with the Mexican government, local communities, and other partners to protect vital butterfly habitat in Mexico's Monarch Butterfly Reserve. WWF also supports several environmentally friendly projects, such as tree nurseries, that help restore the forests in the reserve, which creates new sources of income for the local communities that live in the region. WWF also works with many leading companies, farmers, ranchers, and other environmental organizations to reduce the impact that food production has on our environment and improve, protect, and restore grasslands where monarchs breed. There are many things that we can also do to help monarchs within our own communities. Plant a pollinator garden, including milkweed and other flowering plants native to your area, to create a critical rest stop for monarchs to reproduce and eat during their long migration. You can go to the World Wildlife Fund website or ask your local nursery about the right type of milkweed to plant in your area. Share what you learned about monarch butterflies today with family and friends, and continue to be a hero for nature with Wild Classroom. For more fun facts and activities, visit wildclassroom.org.
There we go. Yeah, that's the simpler. They have a much more adult, very long, complicated what they do with the funds on their page, but it's huge. It would take up most of this broadcast. So there you go. So that's what we're gonna do. When you adopt a monarch, it's $60 per monarch, and then that will give us an adoption package. And whoever is the name we draw that night or that day, we haven't decided on time yet. All dependent on our obligations for Fan Expo. But yes, when we do it that day, um, the winner will get the package. So that'll be kind of cool. You'll get some plush monarchs, and you'll get a little fact card and stuff like that. And you can either keep it or you can donate to a class, which is kind of cool for the kids to be aware of all this and to be educated and oh, love their planet. Love their culture, love love life. Like, I mean, so many people forget life even exists, and it's so heartbreaking for me. It's just so heartbreaking for me. um I went one too far. Comments. So how is everyone this evening? We did the math on the last broadcast, and we've got $93.60 so far. uh, so That's much more impressive than last year already. My apologies for a lot of the last minute stuff, and those of you who have been trying to communicate via Discord. I don't know how to do Discord. I'm really starting to suck on some of this stuff. So I'm working hard to learn things, but amongst everything else, you know, good taking it easy. Good girl. Good girl. Well, I'm happy we were able to get your mother and your father on cards. Um, and remember, those of you who have already done this, I need stories to read out on air because that's what we're doing this time. Don't make them super, super long. We have to be able to read them in 5 to 10 minutes. And I've gone in and put the name of the person who's given us the name on the backs of the cards so that I can, thank you guys the day of. But we have Patrick and Brenda Porter, and we have Ian Nichols and Margaret Lillian Lee, and we have RQ Riley, and we have Wendy. So it's a good start. I'd like to. Last year we covered practically the whole cross, and we had some pictures. And I'm okay too with you guys sending me pictures that print out and stick to the cross as well. Because last year we did that as well, and it's very common for a lot of people when they do these ceremonies to bring the photographs of the people they want to remember to the cemetery to put on the gravestone in front, and be able to remember, because the whole theory behind the Day of the Dead and the remembering is that um, if you remember them, they don't go to limbo. So you forget them and they disappear. Literally, their souls disappear, which is, kind of romantic in some ways, kind of morbid in some ways, but kind of romantic in some ways because it's a good way to keep your culture alive and to keep your spirits up and to remember where you came from. To remember, we don't have to live the lives they did. We just have to learn from it and move ahead. That's very, very important. So I would love to know, Edward, if you're out there, and Desiree, if you're out there, did you have a hard time coming up? Because I see that you tried. I'm going to re-invite both of you uh, and see if there's a problem there. Where is Edward? Oh, these aren't in the same, or are they? Oh, there's Edward. Uninvite. I am not. There's still some parts of HAPS that I have not had a chance to really experiment with. There we go. And I'm going to pull Doug down because I know he won't be here right now. Ah, the people I know. The people I know are many. All right. I'm going to close this now. Yay. I think I've cleaned up a little. I don't know if that worked. I don't know what happened or what's happening. I love the Spanish guitar. I wanted to put, I don't know where the pictures went because there's photos and video of us. We did a photo shoot and a video shoot at Halloween last year. Well, on the first, the actual Day of the Dead. And Martin did the makeup and everything, and he looked awesome. But I don't know where they are. Interesting. My apologies, folks. It's one of those nights, isn't it? Oh, there's still steampunk pictures on here that I never. Oh, there's so much on this card that I don't remember. using or transferring or anything for that matter. No, that's not good. I love this music. Spanish guitar is just so beautiful. Would you not agree? I'm really disappointed because I know they were in here somewhere. Who is everyone missing tonight? You know, I still miss my father. I still miss my father. So again, I can only really be on for an hour, maybe an hour and a half, because it's already almost. I'm listening to you. Thank you. Can you hear the music? Isn't that beautiful? I could listen to it all night. I should be lighting a candle or something. I'll sit here with a candle. We'll do candles the day of, definitely. I am still looking for that photo so I can show you guys. Hmm. Just sends chills. Ooh, up my spine. It is that sad guitar. that beautiful? Very nice. Thank you. Hmm. For some reason, guys, I can't find it. I know they were on here. Suddenly they're nowhere to be found. Hmm. My apologies. Hmm. Quiet night. I guess Friday night everyone's on. Hmm. It's like the search on this computer just isn't working right. It's kind of annoying. Is this one? No, it's a pirate video. There's a lot of pirate videos here. Interesting. Hi, Jazzy. I'm trying to find the photos of Martin in the full, Day of the Dead makeup, and they seem to have disappeared on me. Kind of annoying. Yes, I have a monarch on my hat. A very particular butterfly. A very special butterfly. He's looking down on me. If he's looking down over the edge instead of looking up. So I guess that he's going to stay a while. And how are you doing tonight, Jazzy? I really don't know where they went. I saw them. I should have dragged them over, but I did not. Well, as I've said before, Martin's in a program right now, re-exploring and figuring things out, and we're not going to talk more about it. Hi, because it's his path, and we're all going to let him have his path, and maybe one day he'll be able to share it with all of us. It's nice out. I'm not sure how that relates, but he's in a program and he's doing what's healthy for him, and I am trying to rescue this place while he's gone, and it's taking a lot longer than I wanted it to. It's kind of crazy, but I'm here and I'm doing it. And thank you, thank you. He's looking down on the world, and he's decided to stay with me instead of migrating, which is really nice. I tried to get him to stay up here, but he wouldn't. He just wouldn't. He's decided to be where he is, and I won't complain. How is everyone tonight? We still have some amounts. Jazzy, thumbs up, yay! We still have some amounts. If people, oopsie, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to screen capture this so I don't have to keep going back to it and losing my Spanish music. So I can close that and go back to my Spanish music. There you go. A slow, yes, it does seem to be a slow Friday. Although I've been kind of deprived of company all day because I've been in here working my butt ski off and trying to breathe through the dust. And it's a temporary setup, so unfortunately I'm looking up instead of straight. So it's wonder if I can adjust the camera. Here, everyone, don't get sick while I try to adjust the camera to be a little more straight on, because there's not much physical space in here. I want the wings to show. That definitely closes, gives me a close up. Can't move the camera any further back. I'm still looking down every once in a while, but it's a better shot, right? You can see the wings better. Actually, the one is kind of hiding behind me because of the angle of the camera and the angle of the wing, but that's okay. It's a very slow Friday. So we determined that, let's see, Desiree Golden, art lover. Eric's fine. Eric Hypes, if you're out there, I would like to know the name of the person you would like me to put on the card. Jelly Senshi has given me her names. Lisa, Ash Pauls, Vince, Big Pepper Dawn is fine. Red Eye Knight is fine. True Seeker, DC Hooper 91, Jemmy, in other words, Gemma, Edward Wolf, James is fine. Captain Kirk, Taylor Fan, Douglas Kasarik. No, Douglas, you're fine. Pablo, come on. And Laura's fine. And Chris Wingard. But I still need names from Laura and Chris. Sorry, Vegand. Chris Vegand. I need names. And Katrina, you already gave me the two names. So a few of you still have a bit to go before you reach the $5. And those of you who are already at the 5 or past, I need the names of the dead that we are going to be using. And I want to know whether or not you are reading on air for us a little story, or are you emailing me and Martin and I the story for us to read? Either way is fine. And I wanted to show you guys, like, because I had images of Martin and I. We did a bit of a photo shoot, and he did the Day of the Day makeup, and it looked really neat with his facial hair. It was kind of interesting how he worked around it. Let me see if there's anything of that type in the primary folder, because maybe it's just in my photos and not. I haven't transferred them over or something. My apologies. I have so lost track of so much in the last year. It's been so crazy. And we got approval from Fan Expo for 2 of our panels. So hopefully, if I got enough volunteers, um, I can broadcast maybe the panels. They might let me. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to find out from them. But yes, I saw them the other day, so I know they're here somewhere. But I've completely lost track of where everything is. And it's such a pain. What a pain. Nope, I don't see it in my photos folder, like the actual app. I don't know where they went, guys. I'm sorry. Oh no, I know. I had everything planned and then I spent the whole day cleaning up and sorting and I'm nowhere near being done. And and for some reason my find option isn't working since my update. Let's see, name contains day. Here, let's see what that does. Birthday, birthday, Mayday, Mayday. Mayday going down. No, that's the other Mayday. Well, let's add a criteria. Um, kind. Well, that wasn't very successful. Okay, see, it keeps showing folders, but it's like they're not there. Day of the Dead. Yes. Well, I'm trying to remember how I titled it. That's the problem right now. I mean, in Dropbox, I seem to have the video from last year's name reading, or at least some of the readings. But it should. It's a 5-minute video. There's some photos, but I noticed he didn't get to do the makeup for the broadcast. And oh my God, it's tinny and well, maybe this is because I knew I saw them, which means they're somewhere on this drive. Why is it when you want something and you can't find it? You stumble on it when you're doing 101 different things. Now, please keep in mind the audio is tinny. I'm gonna play this for you guys as well. But the audio is very very tinny because we were in that other studio and we were using like just the mics on the iPad and there was a big echo and it was not ideal. It'll be much better this year. Here, let me show you pieces of last year. Oh no, it's doing that black thing again.
Show attack.
It's doing that black screen again. Ugh, ugh, ugh. I am just not having any luck tonight. Am I the only one, or have others been struggling with this? Let's see, this Apple I, they're MB4s. They're not very big. 2.3. And the one I uploaded is 53.5. Shouldn't be that much of a difference between 53.3 and 53.5. Okay, let's find out if there is. It's HAPS experimentation time. Remember, it's $5 per name. And when, where they take in date search. Oh, I did a date search. This is it. The find option is not working the way it should. And it hasn't since the last update. So let me see if this one. No, for some reason the way these are saved isn't working. Delete uploaded video. Well, just throw me some more bad luck, shall we? See, there's a folder here that says Day of the Dead 2020, but it's not the photo shoot. It's all the things that we needed to make the signs for the restaurant. Okay, opening this up. I'm going to tell it to re-export to the desktop. Oh, at 480? All right. Save. I'll just throw it out when I'm done. Give it a moment to convert. And then let's try this, shall we? Fingers crossed, folks. Toes, cross some toes too if you got them. Of course you got them. Yeah, you know. Okay, that one looks like it worked. Hang on a second.
So attached, like just so incredibly strong. Like you walk as a little kid, I'd walk down the street with him, and I would feel protected, like no one would touch me. You know, other than the fact that he's black, right? He's a good sized cat, and he took everything. As kids, all four of us put everything on this cat. We put hats on this cat, we put bows on this cat. We did everything to this poor cat. We had him posing in weird poses, you know, to test out our cameras. Of course, he didn't stay very long, so half the pictures were blurs.
Right.
But you know, we
Cat
developed a
escaping
film.
shot.
That's right, cat escaping shot.
Kevin Muir. Kevin was my closest friend in elementary school. When I moved from Shelburne down to Brantford, I was about 6 years old. This is when we got junior as well. But I was enrolled in the little elementary school, and Kevin was one of the few friends there that really we connected pretty quickly in terms of, you know, madcap adventures.
So if anyone still wants to add a name, all you have to do is put a minimum $3 on PayPal. There's a PayPal link. Oh no, I didn't forget. There's a PayPal link, and then we'll write a name that you want on the card, and then it'll be added to our lovely little Remember Me gravestone. We used to call Clemence Mamé, because for some reason as little kids we could not pronounce the Mamère properly, and it drove her nuts. I don't remember which one of the four of us started calling her Mamé, but she finally said, that's okay, they're kids. And then when we became adults, it was like, should we correct them as adults? And my mom said, listen, they should learn it if they're going to do it. And my grandmother said, no, it's okay. I grow rather fond of it. She was also the first person to give me coffee.
At what age? The French age.
Six.
At a very young age.
It was mostly milk, honestly. It was like a latte gone weak.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, she was
Like
the first
your
person to give me
very
coffee.
first alcohol. Betty Frey was my grandma who just passed this year. She was in an old folks home in Kimberley, BC, my hometown. The last of my former generation that was alive. My mom was taking care of her out there. She was out for her morning walk in Kaminko Gardens, which she loved to do, and my stubborn grandmother, you know, wife of the Navy boy.
Maria and Louise Garrix. Maria was my aunt on my father's side, so her maiden name was Hunger. And Louise Garrix was the man she met when she moved to Canada and lived in Toronto for back in the 1950s. And they got married. So my aunt and uncle, he died of a stroke over 20 years ago. And she lived up until about 3 or 4 years ago. And she was one of the strongest people that I've ever known. Crazy as a bat, fun-loving, very opinionated, and
living under hydro lines.
Yeah, living under high power lines, suffering from or living with leukemia for over 30 years, and there's actually medical studies on her now because of how long she lived through leukemia.
Now this is a good time for anyone who would like to share a story about someone who's passed, because tonight is the energy night when it comes to this particular ritual and culture, that they come to visit, and we get the chance to talk to them, and we get the chance to be around them and offer them food or little belongings or whatever was important to them when they were alive. But now is a good time to tell those stories. Now is a good time to share them.
Remember me, if you only can believe. Remember me, through my song I will be near, even through great distance, close by I'll always be. Remember I will always be with you. Remember me.
I just realized my mic was off the whole time. Um, but yes, so that was last year, and as I was saying, and you can see them in the makeup at the very beginning, opening credit, and the very end, close credit. And it'll be saying the same thing this year. The names that were read out will be the credits, and who gave us the names, and who's supporting and stuff like that. And then a total amount will be at the end of the credit as well, as to how much is going to uh, the WWF. And remember, if we can get that 120, that means 2 Monarchs, which would be great. And the original plan was to do half the amount of awards, so that Martin and I could not, won't write off this whole month as a write off. But we've decided that no, no. So the more you give us, the better. But at the same time, Martin and I are going to have to rise to that challenge. We're going to have to do without coffee for a month, so that we can. Yeah, why not? I spend $200-300 on coffee a month. I probably do, which is scary and depressing all at the same time. But yes, so we won't have the big echo, we won't have the tinniness, we won't have all that. But we will have hopefully a bigger, longer list and more stories. But that's what you see that we told our own stories. There was a few people that we told their stories as well, but I didn't put them part of that final edit because it didn't work for the replay and the uploads, and they didn't give us permission. So and we were having audio problems left, right, and center. So this year, no, with all the wireless tech and everything, no more audio problems and no more big echo tinny problems. So yeah, you can see the makeup in the beginning and the end here. Let me see if I can. Okay, there it is. But yeah, I can't pause it, unfortunately. So yeah, on the day of, he didn't put the makeup on. We did a photo shoot on Halloween night. He did, and we did a photo shoot. Oopsie. That's not what I meant to do. But yeah, you can see it's hard to see a little, but he did it kind of like a mask from his nose up, and I'm hoping he's gonna get a chance to do um, makeup today. I don't know why it keeps resetting to that video. So, folks, if anyone wants to add tonight, you can later on. I'm bordering on an hour and a half, and I have a lot to finish here, and I mean a lot. We have product up on our webpage. We still have the sale going on. I'm going to keep pushing the Monarch thing for a few days more. Maybe Sunday I'll do something a little more organized because it won't be as disastrous. I hope this is taking a lot longer than I thought. But we already have, nice and ahead of time, which last time we didn't. We were doing them all the day before type thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 names. If you've already done $5 or more, I need names and I need to know whether or not we are reading stories for your loved ones or your pets, or if you are coming on and reading. Edward, I'm hoping that I can catch you next time. I'm going to invite you in too because I would love to know in your experience if the Day of the Dead and the whole Monarch thing has affected you and your work. And I see, no, my wing is still there. Okay, good. Um, I'd love to hear some stories from you on that front. Because I know you've said you've done a lot of different kinds of ceremonies and stuff like that. So I would love to hear. I'm sorry everything seems to be last minute or the day of, but it's kind of the chaos I'm in right now. All right, folks, listen, I'm going to dash. Remember, respect yourself more than anyone else can, and everything will be fine. Love yourself more than, love yourself more than anyone else. Come on. Like self love, self respect. Gotta come first. It is still weird, by the way, to not have Martin here. Um, because doing things in sync and not that kind of broadcast and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm going to aim to be on Sunday. I might hit some other people's broadcasts a couple of times, but I'm planning on being on. Sees you later. Is that Red Eye? Red Eye, you sure you don't want to give me 2 other names? Because I think you want to give me one, right? No, you didn't. Oh yes, you did. You gave me one. RQ Riley. And remember, stories go to Car Hunger, CarrHunger, at carhunger, CarrHunger.com. So are you sure, Red Eye, that you don't want to give me 2 more names? Nah, just one. All right. Suit yourself. You don't want to keep pestering you right up to the deadline, right? I'm good at that. You know that. I'm good at that. All right, folks, I am tired and my nose is full of dust. And I didn't get much sleep last night because someone else's cat was um, sort of abandoned when she wound up having to instantly, quickly go to the hospital. And so I spent most of the night spending time with my cats and hers. So I'm kind of dead. Okay, why am I suddenly hearing my audio?
Because I'm on your live.
Oh, there you. Oh, jeez, Edward! I didn't see you come in.
That's, I know you didn't see me come in, but I'm in.
Yes, you are. Let me stop this video that keeps annoyingly coming up. There we go. There he is, Edward. I was just about to give up on
I'm
everything.
sorry.
I was just about to give up. Yay! How you doing, my dear? Uh-oh.
I can barely hear you. 1 second.
Okay.
No problem.
I hate it when cats get stuck in my nose.
Are you good?
Don't I? Yeah, I'm good. Are you good?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you beautifully. Can you hear me? It's like a cell phone
Can you hear
commercial.
me?
Yes, I can. Edward, I can hear you just fine. Uh-oh.
I don't think you can hear me.
Are we
Can you
having
hear me?
audio? Yes, I can.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Yes. Question is, can you hear me?
All right. I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Yay! Yay! It's like a cell phone commercial, right?
How are you? It's a cell phone
I'm
commercial.
yeah, I'm doing good. We're talking a lot about the monarch butterflies and the Day of the Dead because we've got our special little ceremony broadcast with the monarchs and everything honoring people in October. And I thought, a great person to invite for a little bit would be Edward because he has experience with a lot of different kinds of ceremonies and systems and everything. And I thought, we're talking about Day of the Dead. I'm assuming, again, assuming that you've probably had some experience with that.
Well, some of our cemetery locations do have that here in Southern California. Um, it is more of I don't know if you say Latin or Hispanic Day of the Dead
Hmm.
ritual. That's a lot of the families that go to that. But I'm not sure how many other types of, like, I know that I deal with a lot of Vietnamese, a lot of
Oh wow.
Cambodians, a lot of Christian non-Catholics who are not involved in that particular Day of the Dead, tradition.
Right, right. So on the Day of the Dead tradition, there in California, do they include things like the monarch butterfly? Because they do heavily in Mexico.
Yeah, they do. They actually have a butterfly farm. I think they also do a lot of it with inside the cemetery. So,
Oh wow.
and they also come. A lot of the families decorate their graves, and it's actually held here in Southern California on Halloween.
Okay. Yeah, in Mexico, apparently they celebrate anywhere between November 1st and November 5th. But I've heard that a lot of the U.S. and Canada use Halloween as the actual day for it. So they're a couple days off of each other. But they're all part of the they time it up with the monarch migration, which I think is very fascinating because
Yeah,
apparently they believe the monarchs carry the souls of the dead back to them to basically visit and converse. And I think that's just beautiful. And they're very beautiful butterflies too, which helps. They're very unique um, and very strong in their design, which is it's amazing that they are on the endangered list because it's not the kind of thing you would think of being on in the endangered list. And doing all my research on all of this, I discovered too that the honeybee is also on the endangered list, and I'm I'm trying to figure out ways to incorporate that into a broadcast because you know I want honey. This sugar stuff, forget it. I want my real honey. Those bees are not allowed to disappear. Not on my watch. Well, that's beautiful. Thank you.
I, I will be
Um,
back.
okay. Okay, so he's muted. It sounds like he got a phone call, so I'm gonna drop his visuals down, and I'll see if I can hang out for a minute or two. He's usually on the road. It seems to be his lot in life is to be on the road. But that was kind of weird. Just as I was about to sign off, there it was. My audio, and it was like, hold on a second. That only happens when aha, and then an Edward pops up. So I'm gonna hang around just for a few more minutes. And I think what I'm going to do is Sunday. I'm hoping to have everything done to a point by tomorrow night. Although I'm not sure how optimistic that is because it is a disaster here. But I'm hoping to have everything done, um, by tomorrow night, so I can get the kitty cats back here on Sunday and maybe have Katie over, Jedi Senchei over for a games afternoon, and then do an earlier in the evening broadcast on Sunday and spend more time with you guys and be a little more energetic and a little more conscious, so to speak. I mean, Spanish music is fabulous, but it's not going to keep me awake. I've been to Mexico once. If I was back in Mexico, it would be a different story. So, actually, why don't I see Edward's dropped off? We got a little bit of a story. Hopefully, Edward will see when I'm on next, and I'll make sure I invite him again. And hopefully, he's not driving, and we can do a face to face and talk about it. And I think next time I will invite Michael Bathurst as well. So the goal is Sunday again, folks. But I'm going to let you all go because I think I'm going to do a little more cleanup, so I don't feel like I wasted today. And then I'm probably going to go for a long walk because I've had no exercise today, and that could be why I'm sleepy, which isn't good. All right, guys, don't get placid. I'm going to head off. Edward, I will catch you again on Sunday, I hope. And I will see everyone later. Bye bye.
Remember me, though I have to say goodbye. Remember me, don't let it make you cry. For even if I'm far away, I'll hold you in my heart. I sing a secret song to you each night we are apart. Remember me, though I have to travel far. Remember me, each time you hear a sad guitar. Know that I'm with you the only way that I can be.
Keep it time.
We had a great time in Montreal. Montreal was all hardwood floors. Right? Go on, camera. Camera. I'd like to. That's my favorite thing. That's my favorite. No. Oh, look, hot
So how much styrofoam?
No. Way too much styrofoam. The birds are confused. It's like, what's this city doing here?